Welcome everybody. In today's video, there is no EDC. I'm going to show you how I solve a Rubik's Cube, a 3x3x3 puzzle cube. We're going to start off with a solved cube, and we're going to scramble it. Scrambling is just mixing up all the sides at random, just shift this, shift that. In tournaments and stuff, I hear that like 21 individual scrambles is, preferred as the appropriate amount of scrambles to really just get a good, solid, random mix going on. But we'll just go with this. I don't know if that was 21 or not, but we shifted things around a lot. And at this point, most of you are probably thinking, it's never going to go back the way it was. Well, here we go. We're going to start off, we're going to identify the yellow center. Now, this cube, these middle pieces here all over the cube have shafts running through them that connect them all together. And what that allows you to understand is no matter which way you twist this, the yellow is always going to stay here. No matter which way you twist all of that below, they'll always stay identical to each other. Take a 6-sided dice. Each individual side adds up to 7. And a good dice is always like that. 6 will have 1 on the opposite side. 4 will have 3 on the opposite side. 5 will have 2 on the opposite side. And imagine that the same way here. The green will always be opposite of blue. Now, some cubes may have the colors a little bit different here, but one color will always be opposite of the next color and will never shift. And that's something that you can remember. So we identify the yellow center. Now what we're going to look for are these white edge pieces. You have corner pieces, you have edge pieces, you have centers. We're going to find edge pieces. Look for the middle pieces, and we're going to arrange them around the yellow here. It's okay if one of these ends up over here. Don't worry about that. Just focus on the middles here. We see another middle piece here. We bend that up. There's another middle piece. This is the easy part. You can very easily get to that with some practice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to put them around the white side. But we need to do it to where the edge piece that it's colored with here, like for example this green one here, lines up with the green center. So once you line those up, you just do 2 turns, 180, 90 degrees is a turn. 180 is 1, 2 turns. Keep that in mind. I'm not going to go heavy on all the notations right off the bat. I'm going to write down some of them, just so you know. Before we get too far into this, we have right prime, left prime, face prime, up prime. And we'll kind of cover that as we go. We'll just leave that sitting here for now. Face is the side facing you. Right is the right side if you're right-handed. This is the side facing to your right. Left is the side facing to your left. So I am going to take this blue piece here, twist that up like so. Since that's not lined up, we twist that around till we find the red center. And since that's touching the orange center already, we bring that up. That's the easy part. This is where you don't need a lot of Rubik's Cube understanding to get to that point. Forget about these colors. These are not important at the moment. You've gotten to this point. If you need to pause the video and go back, do so. I learned Rubik's Cube recently, and I found it was best to not learn how to do the whole thing in one fell swoop. Just start learning these little increments here. And I'm going to scramble this up again, and you're going to get mad at me for scrambling this all up, but let's do this again. We've identified the yellow center. We happen to have some white sides touching it. We bring more white edges up. We need to bring this one up to here. That's pretty easy to do. We just twist this, do that. You see how that's now over at the angle. We now have a daisy. We call this to make the daisy. And now we need this white and blue to touch the blue, so we twist to get that. Twist 2 times or 180 degrees, and now we have that touching the white side. We look around, green center, green and white. Flip that up. 2 more. Let's see. White and orange. Over here. 2 turns. Connected. Twist the white to red, because that's the remaining color. And now we have the white cross. That's the initial start of solving the Rubik's Cube, is getting to this. Now, some of you think that you need to solve like face by face, like solve the white face, move on to the blue face. That's not going to work. You solve the white face, then you solve the second layer, then you work on the yellow cross, then you work on organizing the corners, and then you work on getting all the yellow to face upwards, and then finish the cube. So, now that we have hit this, let's look. We have white and red, white and blue. So let's look around. We have a white, blue, and red piece. Let's get that over top the corner that we want it to go. Now here's where the algorithms come in. The right algorithm is twisting right forward, top clockwise, right prime, which is counterclockwise, and then the top counterclockwise. So here we go. Right clockwise, top clockwise, right prime. Prime is counterclockwise, top counterclockwise. Now, yes, it's here. It's not straight. So what we do is we repeat the process until it fits. If you do the right prime algorithm, the right side algorithm 6 times, you will end up back where you started. That's very handy if you think you've gotten lost. Just kind of continue the right algorithm a few more times until you fall back to where you were. Same thing with the left alg. Left is, you start off counterclockwise, top counterclockwise, left clockwise, top clockwise. So let's go around. Let's try to finish these cubes. We have blue and orange. We have orange, blue, and white. That goes straight down here. So we hold our cube with the orange facing us, because we want this on your right hand side. We want to shoot this cube straight down. So what we do, right algorithm. Just do the right algorithm until solved. You see that? That's now connected. Now we have orange and green. We happen to have a green one here. If it's over here, you can twist the top to get it over. That's fine. Don't worry about messing the cube up just yet. One right algorithm got us there. Now at this stage, you don't necessarily need to turn that top to finish the right algorithm. But there's this one stage later on in the cube that you got to do it or it doesn't work. So we have one white spot left, and there happens to be a white spot here. Again, I emphasize, if it happens to be sitting over here, just twist that over, you're fine. So, right algorithm, and now the white face is solved with all the colors on the first layer and the centers. Ready for step 2. Step 2 is surprisingly easy. once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. Now, let's see here. We have, and some of these, we want the middle edge pieces solved. That's what we're going to work on next. These edge pieces right here, going around the second middle layer of the cube. We're working this way on the cube. So, we have found a blue and red, which needs to go here. You don't have to use blue and red if you're trying to do your puzzle cube along with me. Just find an appropriate color that matches the scenario. We need to move this here. We want this to look like that with those two. So, what we're going to do, we're going to twist it away. That's kind of counterintuitive because this was here, needs to go here. We need this to go here. So we'll take the top that it is on and face it opposite side. This is the side we need it to be in. We'll put it on the opposite side. Keep that in mind. Now, what we do, write algorithm once. Just do it once. Turn the whole cube, keeping your face side, level like this. Do not twist the cube like that. Keep it straight. Rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. And now we do the left algorithm. We turn back, over, down, and just finish the top for good measure. So now we have that cube, that corner piece, solved. So let's move on to the next piece. This needs to go here. So what we do the same thing again. We turn it one turn away, 90 degrees, right turn away. Right algorithm. Rotate the cube 90 degrees clockwise. Left algorithm. At this point, you don't really need to twist the top, but do it for good measure. And now we have that solved. As you can see, we're starting to come along here. We have just two corners left that need to be filled. And we need this to go here. So here's where we come across this angle. If you've done this cube, if you're doing your cube with me, you might have come across some spots that need to go this way. So again, we go opposite of what we need. We need it to go here. It's sitting here. That's fine. Left algorithm. Twist left, counterclockwise. Do the right algorithm. And now we have that solved. Now we need red and green, which happens to be here, so we twist that to the green. Do not put a different color over the center. It will not work. Try to take, for example here, the green face here. Line that up with your green face, opposite side of what it needs to go. I hope you're seeing this okay on the camera. I'm focusing a lot on the cube here. But left algorithm, rotate counterclockwise one face. And we now have that part solved. And the white face is undisturbed. So now at this point, we can look at the cube and see what we have. We now need to make the yellow cross. And there's going to be three orientations of yellow that you will come across. You're going to come across a dot, which is just the one piece in the middle and nothing else. You're going to come up with the angle, like what we have here. Or you're going to come across the line, which is going to be three pieces going across. Now, if you're looking at your cube and you see yellows in the corners, forget those. That's okay. They're not going to harm anything. What you're looking for is three across, angle, or dot straight in the middle. If you have the dot, what you do, I think, is take both sides here, twist that way, and do your right algorithm. Twist, twist, back twist, twist back, and you will have a yellow cross. If you do not have it, do it once more and see what you get. If you have the line, you take just the front and do the right algorithm. Leave the back 2 rows fine, twist the face, and do your right algorithm and see what you get. If you don't have it, try it once more. We happen to have the angle, so we will take the whole front 2 faces, do our right algorithm, and twist back. Now we have the yellow cross. Do not worry about these 2. We're just focusing on the yellow cross at the moment. We now have that figured out. Now here's where you've got to sit and look at your cube for a moment and see what lines up. We have this corner matches this row. It's not twisted correctly, but we have orange, blue, and yellow, and we have orange, blue, and yellow. So that can stay put. Red, green, yellow, red, blue, yellow. This needs to move. Orange, green, yellow. This needs to move over here. So what we're going to do to move these around is a longer combination of the righty algorithms. I prefer the right side. You can do the lefty algorithm if you're comfortable. I work right algorithm if I can. So we need, let's see. You can twist this around to see what lines up best. Like here we have red and green, red and orange. So what we really need to do is just swap these 2. Because we have blue, red, yellow, blue, orange, yellow. Orange, blue, yellow, red, blue, yellow. These 2 need to swap. So what we will do is the right algorithm 3 times. Try to follow along here. 1, that's 1 complete right algorithm. 2 complete right algorithms. 3 complete right algorithms, keeping the face the same way the whole time. Now what we do, clockwise, 1 turn. Now we do the left algorithm. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. So now we have scooched these pieces around, twist the face. We now have blue, orange, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue, red, yellow. Those 2 are now lined up. These 2 corners are still where they need to be. I know. The yellow is not facing the correct direction on all these. Here is where it gets simple, but can throw you off. Earlier in this video, I mentioned that you want to finish out your right algorithm. And early on, it didn't matter. But here's where it does matter. Because now you've got all these completed bits here. But now what you're going to do is we're going to twist the yellow to be facing this way. And what we do, right side algorithms until the piece is facing down. Now, here's where you finish out your righty, because if you don't do that, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. You're going to have to just restart the cube. Finish out that algorithm, even though the yellow is facing down. Now, what we can do, keeping that same face facing to us, is twist to the next piece. And we will now work on that. Just keep doing the right side algorithm until that's facing down. Finish out your algorithm. The tutorial video I saw on YouTube where I learned how to do this, done by The Cubicle, go check them out. They didn't quite specify to finish out the algorithm, and that's what threw me off. Finish out that algorithm. Now we have 1 more cube, 1 more corner piece that needs flipped. And just keep doing your right side algorithms. And you see now we have the top face, we have the bottom face. We twist this back into position. And now we just look around and see, okay, we've got like all the oranges here. Let's twist that over. We are almost done here. Almost done. As you can see, we have 3 colors that are not placed correctly. We have one that is. And in case you've ran into a situation where you have all 4 edge pieces not lined up, that's okay. Don't panic. Pick a face. I'm going to pick the orange face because it works best for this scenario. If you have all 4 don't match, just do what I'm going to do next twice and it will line up. If it doesn't line up, do it again. It's because it adds up to like the 6 rights and lefts and it'll balance out. Don't worry too quick. So what we're going to do, right side algorithm once, left side algorithm once. Stop and breathe. Here's where we got to count because we have to do the right algorithm 5 times, then the left one 5 times. So starting off, remember to keep your face facing you. Don't switch faces here. Keep the same face pointed towards you. I think I just goofed up. Okay, back here. Twist, twist, twist. That's 1 right algorithm. 2 right algorithms. 3 right algorithms. 4. 5. Finish out. You should have 2 colored rows here. Now I do the left algorithm 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and twist. And now we have the cube solved. If you followed along and managed to do this the first time and you have a completed cube sitting in front of you, congratulations! If you're still sitting with something jumbled up, well, I may be at fault for not explaining things as clearly as I could, and that's why we're going to crash course the second part here. I gave you the longer version to start with. We are going to do the crash course here. We're going to mix up our solved cubes. If you happen to have a solved cube, mix it up again. Oh, just mix around. Try not to look at it. I'm trying not to look at the cube here. Just twisting. It's okay if you have like same colors touching each other a little bit. That's okay. So here's our scrambled cube. So remember, daisy first. Look, identify the yellow center. This works with any color going any direction because, like I said, it's like a 6-sided dice. But for ease of reference, start with the daisy with the yellow center, white cross, work from there. So we identify our middle pieces, put those around. It's okay if you mess up a little bit, that's okay. The corners do not matter. We're just looking for the edge pieces and the centers. Now, we look around, we have white and red. Twist that to the white and red. Do 1, 2 turns. That's now on the white side. We happen to have the green touching together, so we give that 2 turns. We have that solved already. I already see a scenario that might come up that I didn't see first in the first solve. We'll cover that in the second one. So, orange happens to be touching. Twist the orange down. That's fine. Blue happens to be touching. Twist that down. We now have our white cross. Now, as you can see, we have some whiteys that are stuck in corners that they should not be. That's okay. We happen to have 2 that are not interfering with anything, so we will twist the blue, orange, and white piece over the blue, orange, and white corner. We will do our right algorithm until it goes white side down. If I'm going too fast for you, I apologize. I have a kind of a speed cube here, and I've just gotten a muscle memory for this in this past week that I've learned. I have 24 hours ago, before I made this video, I couldn't solve the complete Rubik's Cube. I could get the 2 layers down and that was it. I can now solve a Rubik's Cube. And I thank the Cubicle YouTube channel for that. He has a video showing, a 30-something minute video that shows you how to do the Rubik's Cube. Go check that out. It helped me a lot. I had to watch it like 10 times, but I can now solve the cube. So, we identify another white corner, white, green, and red. Green, red, and white, same 3 colors. We get that over. And we have now booted out the color that should not be there. Now, just in case, let's say you want to move this one up and out because it doesn't belong. Just do that. That's fine. Don't have to do a complete right algorithm. We're in the early stages here. That's absolutely fine. But we booted it out. It's now right side back in. We have 1 corner left, and it happens to be over the corner that it needs to go. So, do your right side algorithm a bunch until that's popped in. Now we have the white face solved, the white edges solved. If you've gotten to this point, congratulations, you're doing good. Now we turn the white face upside down because that's just going to make things easier to look at. So we have the green face and the red face. We happen to have a green and red cube that needs to go down in here. So what do we need to do to get that there? We turn that 1 turn away from where we need to go. Green, red, green, red. Now we do our left algorithm. Twist left. Do the right algorithm. And we have now put that piece in its place. Let's look around here. We have a blue piece that needs to go here. Turn that away from where it needs to go. Right side algorithm. Whatever side it's on, do the opposite algorithm. Rotate right, so now your side is facing your left. And that is now solved. Let's look around here. We have an orange and blue. It needs to go here. Line that up with your orange. We need that face, that vertical face, to match the original side. We will turn that away. It's now on the left side of the cube. So we do the right side algorithm. Twist right, twist clockwise. Left side algorithm. We have just 1 piece left. Let's look around. Let's try to find it. Ah, there it is. Orange and green. Twist. Opposite side algorithm. If you're doing the left side, you twist counterclockwise. If you're doing the right side algorithm, you twist clockwise. We twist counterclockwise. And finish that off. And for good measure, finish out your algorithm. It just helps you a lot later on to have that muscle memory of finishing the algorithm. I cannot stress this enough. Finish the algorithm. So now we take a look. We have the angle again. What do we do with the angle? We twist the 2 front faces 1 turn over. Finish out your algorithm, twist it back. We now have the yellow cross. If you came across the dot, twist the front over, do your right side algorithm, twist back. If you don't see anything, do it again. If you have the angle, do what I just did, twisting both faces over, right side algorithm, twist back. If you have the line, twist just the front face. Right side algorithm, twist back. It's that simple. It takes some time to get used to it. And again, I stress, do not try to master the cube in one fell swoop. Do the little segments first. Get good at getting the white face. Get good at finishing the corner edge pieces. And then work on getting the cross. Do it in stages. So now we take a look around. We have some moving to do. These two need to swap. These two can stay put. Actually, no, this one needs to move. So, what do we do? Let's twist this around. Just take a look at what we have. You can twist this all you want to line up and make things work. Because by twisting this, we now have this corner where it needs to be. Red, blue, yellow. Red, blue, yellow. Green, red, yellow. Green, red, yellow. That's now a lot easier. The blue needs to swap over here, and this needs to swap over here. So what we do is our right side algorithm 2, 3 times, twist, left algorithm, once, twice, thrice, and twist, because sometimes that whole head twists a little bit. Now we have all 4 corners. If you got to swap corners diagonally, just do the right side algorithm thing a few times until you get it swapped around, or do the same thing in reverse with the left algorithm. Use your head a little bit here. This is probably not proper notations, but to help you remember here, right algorithm 3 times, twist clockwise, left algorithm 3 times. I hope that helps a little bit. I may be going too fast for you, I'm sorry, but we now have all the pieces in all the corners where they need to go. So now we flip the cube back over. Hello, white face, it's been a while since we've seen you. And now we work on organizing the corner pieces. We need the yellow to be facing down. So, white side up. Make sure the piece that you want to flip is in your front right corner. Do your right side algorithm until it is completed. Make sure to finish out the algorithm. Rotate either direction, doesn't matter. On the bottom can rotate whichever direction. Just load up the next one that needs fixed. And do that until that is complete. We now have one more to go. Line that up. And I screwed up. I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something wrong. It happens. Actually, I do know what I did wrong, but I won't tell you. Because if this happens, don't panic. We just go back and we fix our mistakes and work back. Do not panic just yet. No panic. I'm going to have to just start again. We'll get back to the corners here in just a moment. So please, hang in there. I'm going to pause. No, actually, I'll just let this play. You're going to see me start from scratch. I'm not going to talk too much as I solve this, so just bear with me. Faces are solved. Da, 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 da. Ooh, got the line. Got the yellow cross. Now let's see. Corners. Are they where they need to be? Yes. So now we're back to where we just goofed up. Find our cube. Find our piece that needs flipped. And do the algorithm until it is fixed. Finish out. Load up the next corner. And we have solved that. Okay. Now we have the same thing that happened earlier where we have one side solved, 3 sides that are not. Again, that's okay. Just do what I'm about to do until it is solved. We line up the face that you want, and if you have the one face that's solved, have that to be your edge facing you. Right side algorithm once, left side algorithm once. Keeping your face going the same direction. We now do the right algorithm once, twice, thrice, fourth, fifth. Lefty once, twice, 3 times, and 5 times there. Twist until solved, and boom. So, you have now seen me solve the Rubik's Cube 2 times in 37 minutes. I probably didn't explain stuff as well as I should have. I apologize, but maybe you saw something here that you didn't see in another tutorial. I hope I maybe cleared that up. So we're going to do a final little snippet here. You don't have to follow along. I'm going to see how fast I can solve this cube from a complete scramble. Am not looking at the thing. Also trying to do that a little bit so I don't have muscle memory of where the things landed. Should be getting pretty well scrambled up. If multiple colors are touching, we'll just roll with it. Okay. So we have kind of a start here. We'll line that up. Get our yellow daisy. Where is that other middle piece? There it is. Yellow daisy, line this up. Twist that over. Twist that over. Twist that over. White cross. Green and red goes there. Solve that corner. Red, orange, and blue. Solve that one. Boot that one out, because this one needs to go in. Solved. Solved. Boot out because we didn't get it in correctly. That's done. Now, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Solved. Blue and red. Solved. Red and green. Solved. Orange and green. Solved. We happen to have a yellow cross. Can skip steps now. Put that over. Those need to swap. Once, twice, thrice. And we screwed up the white corner. That's okay. Can just fix that up. No biggie. Reverse these two. Gotta be careful with speed cubes. You can mess up sometimes, like I am doing for some reason. I'm not going through all the way on some of that for some reason. That is okay. Go a little slower. Went too far. Just continue doing the right algorithm until fixed. Okay, that is there, that is there, that should not be there. I'm just not thinking clearly. But you're seeing that it's not the end of the world if something like that happens. Thrice lefty algorithm. That's what I wasn't doing. You see? Simple as pie. This is not my best run, people. I've been solving these things a lot faster earlier today. But that's what I get for showing off. And I am just being befuddled at the moment. Okay. Almost got this. Okay, there we go. We finally got the corners in the right spot. We will now twist until solved. And if the face solves, that's okay. Just continue doing your thing until there. Plop, plop, plop. And if you happen to have this scenario run through again, that's okay. Just pick up where you left off. Solved. So, that is how you do a Rubik's Cube. I probably didn't show this as well as I could have, but I hope this gave you an idea. Right algorithm, left algorithm, and just do it a bunch. Daisy, white cross, first layer, second layer, yellow cross, corners, finish. Those are the stages. Practice each stage before trying to solve the whole Rubik's Cube. If you solved the whole Rubik's Cube with me in this video, congratulations. You're smart. If not, you're smart, but you're also determined to continue until you get it. So, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it useful. Hope you found it entertaining. And until the next time, a farewell, a carry well, and a bye-bye.